My name is Jen Hoffman. I graduated in 2016. In fall of 2016, I was getting ready to graduate a semester early, which was awesome, but also brought with it the challenges and fears that are associated with looking for a job, figuring out where you physically want to be in the country or the world. And I also didn't have any close friends who were going through that process at the same time. So that was a really isolating experience. But then on top of that, I'm very, very close with my mom, very protective of my mom, and she was getting remarried to my stepdad, who is an amazing person, but I was having a little bit of trouble navigating and accepting this change while also moving from the home that my mom and I had lived in, which was a really special place for my mom and I. So trying to navigate a lot of transition and changes during a period where I was also trying to figure out what was happening in my future. It's hard to pinpoint where these challenges really interfered with my life because it was just like everything was hitting kind of all at once. I remember thinking, I don't know if I can handle anything else happening right now. I have too much that I'm trying to focus on, that I'm trying to process. I wasn't seeking solutions. I was just trying to make it to that next point, not even necessarily knowing what that next point was. I started to evaluate myself and I thought about my 4 years of college and I recognized that I was not the self that I wanted to be. I wanted to figure out ways that I could embrace things that had happened in the past, even things that had happened a long time ago, like my parents' divorce, and take those experiences with me to be the best version of myself. So that was when I decided that I could and I should seek help and start to talk to somebody. I'm really lucky that my friend group were a really supportive, amazing friend group, and there have been times where I've shared how I'm feeling with a friend, and it was a time where I wasn't going to therapy, and they've encouraged me to look for someone, but also recognize that it takes a lot of courage to start approaching people. It's almost like going on a first date, but you have to go on many of these dates to find a person that you feel like you can connect with on a very uniquely intimate level. I started to notice I felt lighter, I had a more positive self-image, and I was able to think about experiences from my past and not feel such an intense pain or heaviness. Now I'm trying to improve myself on a proactive level versus reactive, and kind of trying to build my mental health toolkit so that when there are periods of time that I do find challenging, rather than feeling like I'm just trying to get to the following step, I feel like I have resources and people that I can turn to and activities that I can do and things that when I feel like my brain doesn't necessarily, or my body doesn't really know how to react, I feel like I can just put myself into motion and take care of myself because of what I've been able to learn. It was an incredibly empowering moment to recognize that I needed help and I needed to change something in my life. And I was the one who took the steps to do that and to improve myself. That being said, I didn't do it alone. I also learned even more so the value of family and friends. And it gave me an even greater appreciation for all the people who are in my life who love me. It taught me not to underestimate the little things and being there for other people. I know that in college you're already having so many different things that you're thinking about, whether it's an internship, whether it's your job for after college, your social life, extracurricular activities, paying your rent. But trying to find the resources that are available and the time to focus on your mental health so that you can be proactive instead of reactive and have the resources and the skills that you need in your mental health toolkit before you feel like you really, really need them.